Hey guys, here's a super quick video to show you how this works, okay? When we have an equation in which the first part of the equation, so right here, this a, is unknown, our goal is to try and get everything else that's next to it on this side of the equation sign to the other side of the equation sign. Because ultimately we want it to look like this, where it says a equals something, because then we know what a is, right? So our goal is we're actually going to take this whole chunk of information right here, and we're going to move it to this side of the equation symbol. But when we move it, so our 2 is going to stay the same. Nothing changes to the numbers. But what happens is that the sign changes. So addition becomes subtraction. And the opposite would be true, like subtraction would become addition. So now I'm going to rewrite this. So because now this is kind of gone because it's over here now. I'm going to have a equals 5 minus 2. And 5 minus 2, if we just kind of eliminate the a, 5 minus 2 is a very manageable answer. So we go 5, 4, 3. There's our answer. And I'm going to write in a equals 3. So again, anytime we have a letter, we want to kind of separate what's going on here and move it to the other side. So let me just rewrite another one where, let's say it's, for example, a minus, how can I do this? 3 equals 8. Let's do this. Okay. So brand new question, same sort of thing. I'm going to take everything that's on the other side of this letter. I'm going to put it on the other side of the equal sign. My 3 is going to stay the same, but I'm going to change the subtraction sign to addition. Okay, change sides, we change the symbol. So now it's going to read a equals 8 plus 3. Well, what is 8 plus 3? 8 plus 3 is 8, 9, 10, 11. So I'm going to write in a equals 11. And just to check, let's just do this. Let's go. So instead of a represents something. And if a represents 11, and then theory, let's take our minus 3, let's zoom out here for a little bit, equals 8. So if I took 11, and I went 11, 10, 9, 8, I'm going to have 8 equals 8. So I know that I've done a good job, and I'm correct, if this number equals that number on that side. So it also works the same. Actually, I'm going to just pause this and then erase my whiteboard. Hang on. Okay, whiteboard is now erased. So same thing with multiplication. I'm going to take whatever is next to a because I want to isolate a. I want a all on its own so that I know what a is. I'm going to move it to the other side of the equal symbol. I'm going to put my 2 there because the number stays the same. But when I change sides, oh, you can't really see with the light there. When I change the sides, the symbol changes and multiplication becomes division. Okay? Division becomes multiplication. So now let's do this. So a equals 6 divided by 2. So what is 6 divided by 2? It's 3. So I'm going to say a equals 3. So let's now go back and substitute our equation to make sure that we've done our math correctly. So if we're saying a equals 3, then if I take my original idea, 3 times 2 equals 6. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 equals 6. Okay, so I'm going to pause this one more time and I'm going to show you what it looks like with division. Okay, so now we're back. We're starting with the division question, but we're still always trying to find the beginning of our question here. So what again is I'm going to isolate a. I'm going to put a all on its own by removing this and putting it on the other side of the equal sign so that way a is all on its own. And a could be L, it could be an R, it could be a T, it could be like a surprise smiley face. It doesn't matter. It is holding the place of some number that we haven't really figured out yet. So I'm going to take this information that's on this side of the equal sign. I'm going to move it over here. So my 3 is over here. Now remember, let me just draw a little chart. Addition becomes subtraction. Ceiling light there. Subtraction becomes addition. Multiplication becomes division. Division becomes multiplication. Okay, this is kind of our little chart there. Okay, so what we want to remember now is so division is now going to become multiplication. So let's rewrite this so it's a little bit cleaner. A equals 6 times 3. And if my math is correct, I think 6 times 3 is 18. So I can write in a equals 18. But now, well, let's go back to our original question. If a is 18, then we're going to say 18, because the original question was 18 divided by 3. 18 divided by 3 is 6. Or let's see, you can see this. Right? Because up here it said a divided by 3 is 6. And now instead of a, we're going to say 18, right? Because we said a is 18. So now I'm going to say 18 divided by 3 is 6. So I do my math, I go 18, I divide it by 3, and I come up with a 6. So 6 equals 6. And as long as my numbers are the same, I know I'm on the right track. So there we go.